all of the wonderful things that we've been through. How and what would you say to someone who's been through all of that and about to go through something else that's just like unthinkable and they're already at the end of their rope?
I would say I understand and I care. I think again, unfortunately, it's not I understand and I care. And not many people will know to say that to you. But you're not alone and you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. It's just gonna be really messy for a minute. And you're already tired and you thought you had made it through something and you were done. And then another thing, right? It's Yeah, I think that again speaks to hopefully along the way you have I couldn't have done it without my community of people. There's no way. I'm lucky I had one already. I had people I could call, but that was up to me to do. But I did have people who were checking on me. I don't know that I just think it's like more of the same. Just keep asking for help and just know that it will pass. It will stop. Again, just don't know when. But yeah, I understand and I care. I don't really know that there's a thing in that moment that maybe besides that, knowing that. I think for me, the biggest thing is like I had the benefit of being able to talk to people who had cared for elderly parents or nursed other family members, more end of life type of situations with an elderly parent, which is even that. But I would say, even that, we all go, oh, that's what we do. It's really hard. It's the same difficulty you would have with a spouse or a child. Like I don't think it matters
Nope.
who in your family is not okay physically, whether it's part of the normal cycle of life and they're elderly and aging. And now, it's exhausting. It's just exhausting. Like it's physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally exhausting. So whatever you can do to offset that as you're going through it. And I would say once you've been through it, like I think I was more exhausted after for a good, I don't know, X amount of time. I don't even remember now, but you're more exhausted even after the fact, but certainly right, the more you can get creative and avail yourself of whatever your situation allows. It's not always financially feasible. That's the other thing. It's very difficult to maintain your own self-care. So whatever you can do, even if it's a small thing, to maintain your self-care, I think is really important as well. And that's the last thing you're going to think about. That's the last thing I thought about. Finding ways to take care of you. And for me, the front line of that was just picking up the phone and telling someone else, I'm really struggling. And them telling me, I got you and you're not alone, was huge. It didn't do anything. Like practically speaking, it didn't help me in the practical sense, but just to know someone else knows, they're with me. I'm not by myself in this. Like I'm good. Okay, like got it. It was hugely uplifting. And then generally they would go, okay, what about this? They would help give me ideas of things I could ask for to get help. But yeah, I would just say, just know that you're not alone. Like you're not alone. We're out here. And I find that it's just really helpful to talk with someone who's been there. Like I said, like I had the benefit of being able to call people who happen to have cared for aging parents and nurse them through their final years. And we could even find the humor in some of this because you got to laugh. You don't have to. It was really helpful to me to be able to laugh sometimes and say ridiculous things to them and know that they weren't going to judge me because they've been there. And I could just say whatever the hell I needed to say to get it off of my chest or my mind. And then we would generally laugh about it because it was ridiculous 9 times out of 10. So I think the sharing with someone else who understands and who's been there, and the particulars don't have to be the same, who's been through it, I think is hugely value. It's just very valuable and important. It was the thing that helped me get through it.
Sounds like you found a friend in the dark. I
Yeah.
could summarize it. Find a friend in the dark who's not going to
Yeah.
require you to be in the light, full of
Yes.
love,
Yes.
for them to love you and allow you to bask in theirs. Someone who will let you come in a little dark and dirty.